first off, I want to say congratulations on the release of season two. I know it was a little bit a while ago, but how are you finding the release from the beginning versus now? Like, have you been seeing the hype up of fans and whatnot?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like in this season, like, and I'm seeing the increase. It just in recent weeks that the word's getting out, and people have no qualms in sharing their love of the show and the support. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, I actually adore Donna. I find her a very relatable character. She's super just cutthroat and I love it. It's
Awesome.
incredible. Have you had some fan interactions where you're like, that one right there? That was really memorable.
I online for sure. Yeah, yeah, I have. Um, and in different ways. Uh, all good. But yeah, there's been a couple of really poignant ones actually that of people reaching out, uh, saying that they find some solace in Donna's strength. Um, that took me aback. I wasn't anticipating that, and I mean it in like I was really, really touched by it. My problem is on social media. I'm like, okay, let's talk. And I'm like, Liz, there's only so many hours in the day.
That's very true. So again, with your character, working with the same cast as back in season one, have you guys talked a little bit about where you want your characters to go? So for
Um,
Donna, like,
I think, there's been occasional general conversation. It's not been my experience that there's been a lot of like, oh, I hope it goes that way, or I hope it goes that way. And I'm not one for, so far in my life anyway, I haven't been one to go to the writers and going, I needed to go this way. I'm quite happy to follow where they've been taking Donna. So I just, of course there are things that I would relish if it turned up, but I bet there's better things that I don't even think of.
that's fair. That so far I've been loving it. It's been great seeing
Oh,
the
good,
development.
good. Thank you. I gotta admit, I love it. I don't always like everything I do. Like when I see it, I go, oh, some things are, not up my street. And this one has, I have a real soft spot for it, partly because of who I'm working with, but also when I watch the show, I'm like,
Do
I'd
you
watch
have a
the
buddy
show.
on set that you kind of stick with?
I have a number of buddies. Our cast gets along tremendously. Um, and I have different buddies. Scott and I are buddies. Liz Moy and I, Chloe. Like, I mean, I could basically. There's some people I hang out with, and some people I just love their company on set. But we do our own thing, and yeah, it is. It sounds so cheesy, but we really are family. Like, and we're all out of our we're all out of our own homes, right? Like we're away for 5 months, so we find each other. Yeah.
That's always great, the family and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you had to describe either your character or season two in 3 words, what would you use?
Intense, unexpected.
Mm,
Ex-
you've
Intense.
got it.
It's hard, isn't it? Uh, it's not enigmatic, but it's something close to that. Um, I think. Oh, damn it! I'm blanking because I'm trying so hard to come up with a good word. Um, Under the skin. It's more than one word, but it's under the skin, all one word.
Yeah, we'll just mash it together. It's all good. Yeah. That's a good answer. One of your co stars, Ricky, he said for his Kenny is sad, so it works.
Donna has a headache. That's mine.
No, that's a good one. I like
But
that.
it's under the skin, under the skin.
Yeah.
Like
So yeah, it
literally,
works out. It's food.
Boyd has it under the skin, but I think the season gets under the skin, and I think people's problems are getting under their skin.
Mm,
Not just the external things are getting not at in.
it's more internal battles versus
Yeah.
the obvious threat.
And
And
now
then as a as a final question for you, do you think you would survive in this situation given, and what is kind of a plan of attack you would go with?
I think I'd survive. I think there would be rocky moments. My plan of attack would be finding the other humans and finding the humans that you can really communicate with. And the other thing I'm going to add, Dale, Dale in the show, he's my husband in real life. I would bring him because Cliff is a person that he's the opposite of Dale. Cliff is resourceful, and like if you threw Cliff in the woods, he'd be the guy that saved everybody just by being practical, just by knowing how to win Survivor.
Yeah, it's an intense game of Survivor. That's
Yeah,
basically what it
yeah,
boils down to.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
and
that's my answer.
but that's a good one. I think that's good. So
But I think it's always to do with other people. Like sometimes we're unfortunately in a position we're alone, but other people, sometimes other animals too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think you would stay down in the town, or do you think that you would go up to Colony House?
I've always felt that if it was me alone, I'd go to Colony House. But if
Mm.
it was me and my family or close friends, I think I would say, okay, we'll go in a house together. But I would want to make sure that we're connected with the community.
Yeah, there's some insight in there.
Yeah. It's funny,
Right.
the show teaches you things about yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's been my experience. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was like that. No, I
Have
thought
you found that there's certain things between you and Donna that you share, like both as a character and yourself?
very, very, very much so. I consider myself literally like a sort of Donna light. Like I'm not as brave as Donna. I'm not as everything Donna is in me. It is. It's just this is city lady who's maintains city rules, and Donna's teaching me that I don't have to hold on to them as much as I used to. Either that or I'm just getting older and I don't care.
Well, you're doing a great job. I really hope that you guys get renewed for a third season. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
We all are. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for all of your time today. So.
You're welcome.